So Jose and I have made a big decision with this area. We have decided not to do rabbit anymore. As usual, it's chick hatching season. As usual, it's hit.
Contrary to popular belief, snow peas do not like snow.
Yeah, snow peas are not meant to grow in the snow.
Well, technically we are in spring, but we still have snow on the ground. It's a lot of chicken, eh? A lot of chicken.
So while it's amazing to work in here this time of year because it's hot in here, it's really frustrating to go from outside to working in here, because outside we need our mud boots, which are hot and obnoxious. All right, another day.
It's another day.
We were supposed to get a lot of snow and rain, but it hasn't been too bad.
No.
We were kind of planning that we would lay low yesterday and today, but we really haven't had to. It hasn't been too bad. Which could be a good thing or a bad thing. So we do need to get some planting done this week, even though Betsy's not here to help us out. We got to work all by ourselves. So yeah, I don't have very many trays to do this week. We are way ahead of the game. I was in there looking at what I'm supposed to plant this week, and I was thinking, probably don't need to plant most of this because markets don't open for a while. The stuff is sprouting a little slow because it's, cooler than it will be in the summer. So I don't know that I need to do that much. I definitely need to stay on top of salad mixes. Probably will do, instead of 20 trays of spinach, maybe just 10 trays. But still, I think I'm pushing way too hard. I think I need to slow down a little bit. So I might wait, and then I can tell Betsy I waited till she got back.
She probably say, I know it.
Yeah, she never works. What I am doing in here, though, is I've got to water because the trays are drying out a little bit. It's been, despite being cold outside the greenhouse, it's very warm in here.
Yeah.
And then I'm thinning plants because a few things need to be thinned. Our goal is never to thin. Thinning is, in my humble opinion, such a waste of time and energy, especially when you're planting in trays, because stuff germinates pretty good. So you can see how thick some of our plantings are. This is Swiss chard here, this is kale here. We plant our kale and Swiss chard in the same bed. The Swiss chard is usually on one end about 25 feet, and then the rest of the bed is kale. And we don't sell a whole lot of kale and Swiss chard. I think there's other farms that grow it a lot better than we do. Our leaves tend to be kind of small, but we pick them pretty young, and dang, they're good. We sell them in bouquets, so we sell, it's got a mix of Swiss chard leaves and all the different kale leaves we grow, and we grow 6 varieties of kale, and the bouquets are beautiful. People that buy them from us are very loyal to the bouquets. They love the bouquets. So this is one of our favorite kales right here. It's called Dazzling Blue. It's what most people call a dinosaur kale. It is beautiful, but it doesn't necessarily germinate all that good for us. This time, it germinated so well. Every single square has 2 or 3 plants in it, which I think I mentioned earlier. We try not to double seed because it's a lot of work to thin, but these, they were just happy to grow. We are going to start planting our beets under plastic, and we are also going to start planting the Swiss chard under plastic. So I'm thinking, because it'll be spaced further apart than we normally space it, that I might not thin it as much as I normally do. With the Swiss chard right now, I'm just thinning it to 2 plants per block. Because I think then they're further spaced apart, that should be a good number. So I'm going to leave that. The same with the beets. We had a farm that was here operating, Mighty Soil, before we started, or right as we started, and they had the best beets. Now, we cannot grow beets very well. We're not very good with root crops in general, I would say. But they had beautiful beets, and they grew under plastic, and I think they grew 3 beets per hole in the plastic. So that's kind of how we grow our onions, and our onions do very well. So I am going to maybe not thin the beets if we're going to plant it in plastic and just see what happens. I'm always up for trying something new, and beets are something we start multiple times in the season, so we can always if we break it, we can fix it.
Yeah.
Right? And we already have some planted. So, well, we'll try some different things. The other thing I'm going to try today is we are learning more about paper pots. And everything you do on the farm, you have to look at financially where you're making money and where you're losing money. One of the things about paper pots is up front, they seem very expensive. Every time we order a box of the paper chains, it's $300. So if we have to order a box of each at the beginning of the season, that's $1,000. So it seems like a lot of money. But when we go to plant a bed, like of beets or of our lettuces, if you have to hand plant an entire bed of lettuce, it takes a minimum of an hour. I'm very slow. It probably would take me 2 hours. Jose could maybe get it done in 50 minutes because he's faster than me. But with a paper pot transplanter, we can literally do the bed in 5 minutes, an entire bed. It saves so much time. And if you figure that our time is worth $20 an hour, over the course of a season, it's well worth paying for the paper pot chains, I think. So we are going to try doing some additional things in the paper pot chains. We are going to try doing peas. Now, we probably won't do all of our peas in the paper pots because they germinate pretty well. But this early in the season, they germinate very slowly.
Yeah.
Because the soil is cool. They still germinate, but we are going to try. Some people have done them in paper pots. We are going to try germinating them in the paper pots and putting them out to see how they do. Just to try it out. We may do a half a row of paper pots and then try a half a row of seeds, see what does better. The other thing we're going to try are beans, which I never would have thought to do our bush beans in paper pots. But we're going to give that a try, I think. We're going to try beans in a couple different ways. We're going to try that, and then we're also going to try growing under plastic. We have about a 2-week window at the beginning of the season here where the flea beetles eat the beans right to the ground. So they poke their little heads up above the soil, and the flea beetles say, lunchtime! And so there's like a 2-week window where it's really a pain in the butt. And last year we had soil blocked some beans and transplanted them out there, and they did really well.
Yeah.
I was quite surprised. I didn't think they would do that well. But they actually had a second flush on them by the end of the season, which was really nice. So I think we are going to try the paper pot. It just doesn't seem like they'll do very good in there, but other farms are doing it, so we're going to give it a try.
Yeah.
All right, well, that's what I'm in here working on. I don't think we're going to do the beans yet. It's still way too early. It's too cold. They're not going to like it, even if they germinate in here. But we are going to do peas now, and then we'll try beans in a week or two when it's a little bit warmer. What are you working on?
Well, I had to be prepared when the little chick coming here.
Oh, I forgot. You know what I thought of is I went to the feed store this morning. I was so proud. I thought, I won't have to come back here for 2 weeks. And then as I was leaving, now I would have picked it up at that point, but we already loaded up the truck. I saw a bunch of chick starters sitting on the dock, and I thought, oh my, I'm gonna have to come back and get chick starter. So much for being proud of myself. Okay, so you're getting ready for chicks.
Yeah. Hit the frisbee.
Yeah, come on. How's the cleaning of the thing going? The brooders?
Good.
Yeah? Are they almost ready?
Yeah, just spray for this.
Oh, okay. Pepper said, oh, you want me to come up here? Got a hole.
Yay!
Yay, light! We can talk about the other decision we made. If that rooster would ever be quiet. That's our biggest, nicest rooster though, so he can be a little loud if he wants, I guess. So Jose and I have made a big decision with this area.
Uh-huh.
We have decided not to do rabbit anymore. I've always been on the fence about it. We love rabbit. Hush! He's very upset that we're working in here. We love doing rabbit. It's just neither of us really has the energy to do it. And the other thing is we don't like having them in cages.
Yeah.
It's so nice to raise like the lambs and the chickens where, yes, do we have them in a contained area? For sure. But they get to run around. They get to interact with each other.
Yeah.
They get to be normal is what I feel like. And the rabbits is just hard because they're all individually caged. They're on the wire. And I think until we can find a better system, we're not going to do them.
Yeah.
So I have a few contacts I'm going to try to connect with that may want the rabbits.
Mm-hmm.
And if not, we will just make a nice meal out of them. So yeah, I think it's better. I think we're so busy doing other things.
Yeah.
I'm a little sad about it because I do love doing the rabbits, but I just watching them every day and seeing them in their cages just makes me very unhappy.
Yeah.
So, all right, well that's one big decision we made. The other big decision we may make is that Rooster may lose his life. Just kidding, we love him. All right, back to work. As usual, it's chick hatching season. As usual, it's chick hatching season. As usual, it's As usual, it's chick hatching season, and we are woefully unprepared. So I came in here. I knew tonight we were probably going to get this set up because tomorrow is lockdown day. So usually we try and do it the night before. So we were going to do it tonight, but of course I come in here and I hear chicks peeping. Whether or not there's any actually out of the egg at this point, I'm not sure. The other problem we have, and we should have been prepared for this, is we don't have enough room in this brooder or in the incubator to brood out all of these chicks. So this tray goes in on the bottom here, and you can put the eggs in it, but we're hatching out more than will fit into here, I believe. So what I did is I got this handy, now your ball canning jar boxes are good for a lot of things. I guess one of them is going to be to hopefully put this in. I'm hoping it'll fit in here to make another layer where we can put some extra eggs, because we're going to have too many eggs for this guy. So we're going to open this up, and I can see definitely we have some pipping. So I need to be ready to be fast to make sure we don't disturb the eggs for too long, because once they start pipping, they can kind of, I think they call it like a saran wrap into the shell, which means the inner membrane dries and then seals around them, and they won't be able to get out of the egg. So I'm going to try to make this as quick as possible. We have about 170 eggs in here, I would say. I know, babies. I see you coming. I see you coming. Usually we have one that starts to hatch way before the other ones, and we catch that, and then we're ready to rock and roll. But I guess this time it's going to be everybody hatching at the same time. I hear you, buddies. The cats are very interested in what's going on. Jose got the brooder all ready today, so we're going to be ready with that. This one is like completely coming out of the egg right now. They're chatting away. Beep, 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 beep. Alright, so this goes down in here on the bottom. Just make sure no chicks actually hatched out yet and are sitting down in there. Alright, buddies. Alright. The last thing I'm going to do is fill the water trough so we know that they're going to have enough humidity in here while they hatch out. So now we have 24 hours to wait before we reopen this up. Usually we would wait 36 hours, so we would open it up on, let's see, tomorrow's Friday, on Saturday morning. But because of the number of chicks in here, we will probably clean it out tomorrow evening, meaning pull out all the live chicks and then shut it back up and let the rest finish hatching out. We just are going to have too many chicks in here, so we'll move some out to the brooder before the other ones. It'll all work out, it always does. So, all right. We'll show you all the babies in a couple days. Oh, look, it's Betsy's stand-in, Jamie.
Yay, I have the substitute.
I don't have to work all by myself.
Nope.
All right, so today we are doing just a little bit of planting while Betsy is out of town. We are doing, what are you doing?
Spinach.
Yeah.
It's called Sun Angel.
Yeah, I think it's Sun Angel. I was calling it Sunangel or something, and Betsy was like, Sun Angel? Oh, that makes sense. Sometimes,
well, it's all one word on the package.
I know.
So it's like, what do you say?
So I didn't think Sun Angel. But the other fun thing we're doing today, which is one of my favorite things to do, we are planting the onion starts for market. I used to do it 2 weeks earlier than this, but this year I'm trying it a little bit later because by the time we get to market, they're getting a little large. But we do these in 4-inch pots with about 25 seeds per pot. And we're going to be seeding most regular onions, so yellow onions, white onions, Walla Walla sweet onions, and then we're going to be doing shallots. Shallots sell the best for us at market. The other thing I may try this year are green onions, because sometimes people are asking, even though it seems a little weird to me to be starting them that way, I'm going to probably do at least a few 4-inch pots of them to see how they sell. All right, I better get to work before Jamie thinks she's the only one working.
Never.
Never. All right, so I'll get those ready first.
Contrary to popular belief, snow peas do not like snow.
Yeah, snow peas are not meant to grow in the snow. Good one, Jamie.
Hello. It's another beautiful day here in Upper Peninsula, and I think right now I can feel the spring already. But well, technically we are in spring, but we still have snow on the ground. We say always, oh, we had time, but really time is going by and time is going fast. So I don't want to be in panic, you know, when everything is come up and everything needs to be upside, planting, seeding, everything. So I want to be prepared for those days when everything is ready to go upside, and planting when the snow is gone and everything is green. So I will start working here today in a high tunnel, because inside is pretty good. It's about, I don't know, 70-80 degrees inside. Let's go. Oh yeah, 90 degrees. Too much, I think. Too much for spinach and lettuces. Too much. Okay, today I will working here. I will rolling back this black plastic, but first this straw bale needs to go upside. we will use this straw for strawberry pots, and maybe later we will go into Harry's house to sap.
Tony, go inside, Tony, go inside. Tony, go inside. Go inside, Tony, go inside.
Okay, now I'm going to rolling back this black plastic. Probably easy job, but who knows? I always say, oh, it's easy, but by the end, it's not. All right. Hi, Peppa. Before start other thing, I think I will put some water, put water here in the plant, because it's a little dry and it's hot. So they're gonna need a lot of water today. That was easy. I love the two-wheel tractor. Super convenient, super easy. And yeah, I think this bed and the other one of those is gonna be we will planting cucumbers and zucchinis. I think, I don't know, I'm not sure. So the other one is gonna be carrots. Good morning. Today is Saturday, and I'm so excited because the chick, they are all ready to go outside, but not outside, you know. Go outside to the barn. All right, let's go see how many chicks we have. 1, 2, leave it. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, don't worry, I will put more different one here, okay? Just for you. Okay, it is 111. It's a lot of chicken, eh? A lot of chicken. Alright. I think I'm gonna change this heat lamp because they're gonna need more heat.
Morning.
Good morning.
It is the 6th of April.
Yeah.
Yes, a Sunday. So we got a few things we want to get done this morning. The weather's supposed to go bad starting tonight, tomorrow, and then Tuesday. We're supposed to have 3 really cold, brutal days. I've got some things I need to work on. I have to get all caught up on our member sheets and get them ready for this season. I just keep track of all of our members. They each get a sheet, and as they buy stuff, I deduct what they've purchased. But I've been tracking it on one sheet all the first part of the year, but I need to get everybody separated out and get it all broken down. That's one thing I got to work on. I got to work on doing the bookkeeping for January, February, March. I have to finish the garden plan. And so those are my projects for these cold days. But that's coming up. What do you got going on?
Today, not too much, but I think maybe I will run in the water line for the drip tape.
Oh, okay.
For the new thing in the high town.
Oh, nice. Okay, that'll be good. That's a good plan, because the less we have to water.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, looks like a mouse hole. Darn nice.
Yesterday I moved the chicken from the incubator to the
Oh, they're so cute. Why?
Yeah.
Chicks, babies are so cute. Chicks especially, the little fluff balls.
Yeah.
Yeah, we hatched out about 120, just shy of 120. So that's perfect for our first hatch. That's what we were hoping for. We'll now start setting eggs maybe in about a week for the next batch. That time we'll need about 60 chickens, I think. So we'll try to get about 75 eggs into the incubator.
Yeah.
So that we'll start getting ready for that. But we wanted to show you, look how nicely stuff is starting to grow in here.
Yeah.
So we have full-size bok choys in the back here, and then we have baby bok choys here. These are our mini Napa cabbages. In the beginning you're like, oh, they're taking forever, they're never going to grow, and then in about another week it'll be crazy town in here. Everything will start growing. The bed behind Jose is all the kale, Swiss chard, and it's intermixed with our bib lettuces. So that's doing really good. The broccoli over here looks incredible. Now last year we did broccoli in here and we never got it to the point where we were able to harvest it. It didn't get big enough. This broccoli that's right here is called sweet something, and it's a very short day, like a mini head broccoli. So not short day, but short growing season. So we're going to give it a try, and it's looking really good. We also have some root crops over here, carrots and radishes. They may not the radishes might do all right. The carrots may never get there, but we're just trialing some stuff to see how early we can get things to go. Because the earlier we can be servicing our members, then, the quicker we can eventually get out of the markets, which I think is the ultimate goal. We love doing market, but it's a lot of work. And taking care of our members individually is a lot easier, in my humble opinion. So today we are moving, of course, trays, which is something we have to do every week. So pretty much a lot of the stuff is germinated over in the germination room. We have the summer squash and the cucumbers are all up. They'll stay in there through this next cold stretch, because we're supposed to have a night down to 15, and we do not want to heat this greenhouse when it's 15 degrees outside. Well, and if they say 15, that means about 8 degrees, so it's going to be very cold. So those need to get moved over, or they're going to stay over there. Also, the peppers are germinating, and all of the tomatoes have germinated that we started already. I still think we started the tomatoes too early. I get so nervous this time of year that stuff's not going to be ready, but I forget. The peppers take forever. That's why we do the peppers so early. They're still not all germinated. The spinach all germinated, and green onions and all of that's going to get moved out here, because we're just heating it to 35 in here just to keep it above freezing and to keep stuff growing. So that's... but after this cold stretch coming up, it looks like we're going to start getting... It's not even going to be dropping below freezing at night. And that's when all of these plants take off, is when the temperatures start coming up during the day and the nights don't get too cold. Then it's going to be beautiful in here, and we'll be able to start. We're hoping, we do deliveries every other week right now for our members, and we're hoping, yesterday was a delivery day, so we're hoping in 2 weeks to have spinach and then maybe some of this available to start selling. But we'll see what happens. Yeah. All right, well, let's get these trays moved before the snow comes.
Yeah.
Because they're saying maybe around 2 o'clock it'll start raining today. Yeah. All right, let's do this. So while it's amazing to work in here this time of year because it's hot in here, it's really frustrating to go from outside to working in here, because outside we need our mud boots, which are hot and obnoxious, and warm clothing, and then we get in here and the temperature is 50 degrees hotter. You don't need your mud boots. You don't need all the sweaters and stuff. So it's constantly putting on and taking off whatever you're wearing.
Okay, I'm here and inside of the high tunnel, and I had almost everything ready to install the irrigation tape. So I had my main line here already. So the only thing I had to do is pull the tape or drip tape, and then make connection, and then we'll be ready. All right, let's do this. Let's see.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Today, well, actually it's afternoon already. It's noon. So welcome to another snowy day here on the farm. I'm back in the kitchen. Jose just stopped in to say hi.
Hi.
Hey. So I'm in the kitchen today making more soups and more things for us to have through the summer. So right now I'm doing a big batch of potato soup. I already got everything cut up. It's in the pot. Hopefully we're going to have a little of that for lunch so we can try it and make sure we like it before I put it in the freezer.
Yeah.
In the bigger pot, I have another batch of tomato sauce going. And then over in the crock pot, I've got more lamb going because I think I might do, well, we'll probably eat lamb for dinner, but then I might make a lamb stew to put in the freezer. So that's on the plan. But it is snowing quite a bit. I would say we've gotten several inches in the last little bit of time. Betsy was supposed to come in today, and I'm kind of glad she didn't because this is not pretty.
No, it is not. But it looks like the weather is gonna be. Ooh.
Yeah, so you placed an order this morning. What'd you do?
Oh, we need more irrigation tape.
Yep, so he ordered 18-inch irrigation tape because we have enough 6-inch and 12-inch. Those are the three sizes we use. And we needed more 18-inch, so he ordered that, which is nice. I placed an order for the rest of the plastic mulch that we're going to use around all the plants. Because we are bent on not weeding this year in as many areas as we can avoid weeding.
Yeah.
So that's kind of a big thing, big decision we made, because I want to be doing a lot more things than weeding.
Yeah.
I want to be growing and making things, not weeding. No. All right, so I'm just going to be in the kitchen today. You're going to be outside. Are you going to work on anything outside today, you think?
I don't think so. Maybe tomorrow, if not Wednesday.
Yeah, I think we'll kind of take a couple of days, because we have 3 days here of snow and cold weather. As a matter of fact, we have another night coming up in the low teens, which means it'll probably be single digits here on the farm.